Hello, and welcome to our second episode of Arrested While White. Let me take you to a warm summer evening in 2008. I was back in Michigan for a wedding. Things got a little bit rowdy, as they often used to do when I got back together with my university friends. We got kicked out of the bar. On our way out, one of my friends decided to express his anger by slamming a glass door so hard that all of the glass shattered. We made it a block or two down the street before the bouncers came running up with a whole mess of police officers. The cops took my friend, put him in handcuffs, and threw him in the back of the car. So far, so appropriate. Situations like this escalate in our poor neighborhoods every day. Somebody does something stupid. Then the police intervene. Sometimes things get ugly. When things do get ugly, we rarely hear about it. But when we do, we're often tempted to agree with the cops. The police are here to protect us. If you get in their way, you get what you deserve. The issue is, things only ever get ugly for a certain type of person. Let's go back to that evening in Michigan. We did not cooperate. We surrounded that police car in carefully non-aggressive positions and told them to let our friend go. They told us to move off, and we refused. They kept trying to leave, and we kept saying things like, "What's your badge number?" and "This is ridiculous." So, what happened? Did we get shot? Did we get the shit kicked out of us as we so richly deserved? Did they maybe call in a SWAT team? Of course not. They gave up. They gave us our friend back, and they drove off. If you are a not too visibly intoxicated, decently dressed white person in the United States, you get to interact with police officers on a completely different level. To put it most simply, the police are interested in hearing what I have to say for myself. Embarrassingly, I used to look at that interaction as a sign that I had become an adult. Back when we were in university, we were still afraid of police officers. But we could tell that evening that the police now worked for us. The problem is that police forces in the United States do not work for people of color, no matter how distinguished those people are. In 2009, Henry Louis Gates Jr., a nationally famous Harvard professor, was arrested basically because the lock on his front door wasn't working. If at any point in that interaction the police involved had listened to what he was saying, we could have avoided a national scandal. The police just don't see black people as worth talking to. The arresting officer was never disciplined or reprimanded in any way. How long do you think he would have held on to his job if he had treated a 59-year-old white man that way? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.